Yo, party people in the place to be. What's good? Welcome to Knicks Freestyle. Y'all know what this joint is for. For hardcore, unbiased opinions. I am the host of the joint for tonight. Your main man, the number one chief rock Knicks Universe, Uncle Freezy. But without further ado, let me bring on the creator, the producer, the director, and everything Knicks social media wisdom wise. Hadn't done this for a long time, but here goes for Ricky.
What's going on? What's going on, good people? What's going on? Pleasure to see y'all. Happy
Yeah, man.
blessings to the chat. I hope everybody doing all right. Hope your family's healthy. Yo, we're about to come into some fire. I get the freestyle because
Yeah,
you know what I'm
yeah.
saying. There's a lot to freestyle about. Yo, I remember it was a lot of talk. I remember it was a lot of talk about Leon being sleepy, Leon uh, froze Leon, like he don't do nothing. Leon collecting pics.
Yeah.
I don't know what he doing, this, that, and the other. Yo,
Yeah.
although I have some although I have some reservations about the this latest big one, I still can admit that Leon Leon pulls off Leon pulls things out of his ass. Like how
Yeah.
did he makes these deals happen when cats don't even think that there's a chance that another big deal can happen. Like I don't know if it's high time that like everybody in Knicks Nation unanimously understands that this man, that front office, this is I want somebody to argue me down that this isn't the best president of basketball operations that we've had or the best front office that we've had. I know it has in my lifetime. I want somebody who's been an older Knicks fan in the 90s to let me know what they felt about other front offices because two block two blockbuster deals in one off season.
Yeah. Yeah.
And he was and that's not even the only deals.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mad
That,
signings and unsignings and the movements. It's crazy.
it's crazy.
It's crazy.
Yeah.
So when I said from the beginning this dude is a mob boss,
Yeah.
yo, I think I might have been underselling it.
Oh. 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 So this ain't even
Yo,
like
dude,
this ain't even about the Brooklyn, but this ain't about a Bensonhurst boss. This is about an Italiano.
yo, he had to have come straight from what's that crime boss, that crime family in Italy. He's a Camorra. He's
Yeah,
got to be a Camorra.
yeah,
He's
yeah,
got to be one of them. He's
yeah.
got to be. He's got to
Wow,
be.
wow, wow,
He's got to be. I mean,
wow.
we could talk about the details of this last trade, but like, or my misgivings or skepticism, but like, like no lie, Cat is a superstar in this league.
Yeah,
Damn, we got him. Cats wanted Mikel. Didn't think it was gonna happen. Oh, Brooklyn ain't gonna trade with us. They cross town, blah 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 blah. We haven't traded with the Nets since the 50s. Blah blah blah. This, that, and the
got him.
your, your man's Leon heard all of that and was like, hold my beer.
Yeah, right.
Hold my beer.
Yeah,
Yeah, I obviously ain't see what I did with OG.
clearly.
And what while we were two teams in legal litigation.
Right. Right.
Yo, Leon is a mob boss. Yo,
They say he can't do, he do it.
yo,
Hey, can I ask you a question? Can I ask you a question just
oh,
real quick?
no problem. Go.
Here's my question to you, because I know you about to get in your bag, and I want to step out of the way and let you have it uninterrupted for however long you want to go. But I want to ask you this first. How many times have you ever heard a fan base clamor for 3 players and the organization go get them 3 players in a 9-month span in their prime or entering their prime? Right? So because
I know it's never been done since I was a Knicks fan. I know that. So
that's what I'm saying.
It hasn't been. It's crazy. Process wise, this, that, like, I'm not even talking about the materials of the trade. Like, we're gonna get into the players later. But like substance and process wise, yo, it's like this dude Leon can make whatever he want happen.
Happen. Yep.
And that's the only thing really giving me pause. That's the only thing really giving me pause about what I'm gonna go into next.
Okay.
It's the only thing giving me pause.
The reason why
you guys have heard me. No, the reason why you asked the question, go ahead.
The reason why I asked that question is I was one that was pounding the table for OG Anunoby, right? And then there was some pounding the table for Joel Embiid, but then you saw all the injuries. And then there was some pounding the table for Giannis, and then you saw Giannis breaking down in the playoffs, right? And then there was a large group that said, put all the Nova boys together. And then there was about, we used to have about 100 people in the chat, and there would be about 30 people in the chat every night pounding the table for Karl Anthony Towns. Yeah, I remember when they used to call the show the Cat at Night podcast. Remember the Cat at Night podcast? When we used to do the show at night and they used to take over the chat and ask for Karl Anthony Towns? Bro, when have you ever...
Much to my displeasure, but yeah, I do remember. Y'all gonna have to let me vent tonight.
Go ahead, bro.
Y'all gonna have to let me vent, because like, where I do recognize the bigness of this deal and how difficult it was to pull off, and the names that was involved and this, that, and the other. I dig it, and much respect to that in that aspect. Now, the player of it all. Yes, he gave Knicks fans another guy, another big dude that Knicks fans have wanted. Not this Knicks fan. I personally felt that Karl Anthony Towns was a little bit of the like softest example of superstar. And I still have misgivings about that. But the things that I know that are facts coming into this deal, I know that since the Cam trade, since the Cam pickup, and they corrected that, Tibbs has to have buy-in on the guys they pick up.
Right.
Now, knowing that Tibbs has to have buy-in, right?
Right.
I'm thinking to myself, like, okay, well, maybe he is in more belief of Cat's maturity and his ability to to be directed hard, this, that, and the other. Cool. I, I'm I'm gonna trust in that. But I tell y'all, I personally feel our team got less tough. I feel like our team got less tough, and although toughness doesn't show up in the stats on paper, it's something that affects gameplay. And I feel like our identity may have a shift. And now, although I don't think that we were bad offensively, I think that we had a team already set up to championship contend. I think now we have to go the offensive route. I think that we're gonna have more shootouts with teams, and we're gonna really have to like it's not gonna be that same like rough and tumble grit that gets us through that pushes us through games. It's gonna have to actually be like massively outscoring this, that, and the other, which is cool. But I feel like that's gonna be cool for the regular season. My misgivings are about the playoffs and about Cat going up against dudes like Giannis, like Embiid, and Cats keep playing that one video where he got in a fight with Embiid, but they don't play the years of Embiid totally dominating him on the court. I'm only hoping. I am hoping in the understanding of Leon and Tibbs, because I have to believe because of the moves that was done and how they worked out. I have to believe that they know something again that we don't know. Cool, I'm a ride, but I tell you this, Cat is on notice for me. He better not mess up. He better not mess up the vibe we got going. He can't be the weak link because he's too important. He's too highly skilled, which will make him a very important cog in our machine. That cog cannot be made of a weaker material than the rest of the important cogs. That's all I'm saying.
That's interesting.
I don't know what your feelings are. On the trade, but like those are my misgivings. And it's not anything about skill, because I feel like Cat is a highly skilled player. But like, as I'm hearing all of the Knicks fans clamoring, he's gonna be our stretch five and blah 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 and this, that, and the other. But on a team that's built around toughness, you have to take into consideration that the team he just left. You got to take into consideration that the team he just left had to spend 4 first-round picks to bring in Gobert to play the position he was playing, that Cats want him to play here.
Oh.
And people are already talking about, trade Mitch. He could be our 5. Trade Mitch. He could be our 5. I don't want to walk into the same situation that Minnesota just relieved themselves from. Or I should say Minnesota had to relieve themselves from. If he's replacing Randall and he's going to be playing 4, maybe some minutes at the 5 or whatever, but not the full-time starting 5, like starting 5 for us. I feel like I'd feel better about the whole thing.
Let me I got to say 3 things just real quick, right? I don't want to get in the way. Man, please cook. But I want to adjust the super chat first.
No. Go ahead.
So Justo 11. Thank you for the generous contribution, Justo. We love having you around. Justo is our guy, man. Justo 11
What up, Justo?
is
What
our
up?
brother. Is our brother. We be needing him up here to talk, but he like behind the scenes like Oz. But Justo says
Pull up,
no one
Justo.
called Dante
You
tough
always
before he
welcome.
got there. He's Embiid pulled Mitch legs and no one did a thing to him. Cat will embrace the culture like the rest did. That's what Justo says. When he's got a point. When we're tough, but when Joel Embiid pulled Mitchell Robinson to the ground and twisted his ankle, nobody did a thing. Right? So you're
100% correct.
So the second thing,
you're 100% correct.
And it's the second thing too is for the Embiid dominating Cat thing. Karl Anthony Towns averages 21-10 against Karl Anthony Towns in 11 head-to-head matchups. Right, that's just for public record. That's all. I'm not disputing anything because maybe Joel Embiid went for 35 and 15 in those matchups. I don't know, but in terms
as a regular center, his average was 25 and 10.
Right, and the other thing.
So what you're telling me then is that he actually didn't even perform to standard against Embiid.
Hey man, 21 and 10.
But go ahead, carry on.
10 is
carry
that's
on.
All thing numbers, bro. If Mitchell Robinson,
all I'm saying,
21 and 10 right now. If Mitchell Robinson was averaging,
he's a superstar. Right now, you talk about you. Right, Mitch is not a superstar.
Right,
Cat is a superstar,
and superstars are held to.
So yes, 20. Different standard. So if you're telling me that you're a 25 and 10 superstar, and there's a guy in the league that has held you to average around to him 21, that actually means he makes you perform below average.
Right, like Olajuwon did.
Right or wrong.
In the 94 finals.
And I gotta eat that. And what did Olajuwon do? He went and beat us and got a chip.
Yeah.
So I'm only using historical arguments.
Right. And so that's
all I'm saying.
And I want to move out of the way. And this is for my New Yorkers.
And what about him versus Giannis? What about him versus Giannis or him versus Bam?
If I don't know if y'all remember. But if we're talking about toughness, I think what we're talking about is the way that Karl Anthony Towns speaks and not the way that he plays.
No.
Yeah.
I would never hold that against him. I would never hold.
This is because the point that I'm making is when you watch Karl Anthony Towns take centers off the dribble and dunk on opposing centers, that's not finesse. That's physicality. When Karl Anthony Towns gets Embiid on an island and drive past him and dunks on Embiid. See, one of the things about the reason why Philadelphia has the people versus Karl Anthony Towns is because when Minnesota played Philadelphia, the only Timberwolf that wanted to fight anybody in Philly that night was Karl Anthony Towns. Legit. He drug Embiid to the ground and was trying to punch Embiid in the face, and Ben Simmons jumped on his back. Right? If we remember things of how they happened and not how they were told to us through third, fourth, fifth, sixth, and seventh hand, Karl Anthony Towns tried to fight the city of Philadelphia by himself. But he tried
to fight Embiid. Let's relax. I give him that. But honestly, that's the reaction.
I'm gonna pull it.
That's the reaction. That's the reaction of a guy getting bullied, and I can't take it no more. I dig that. Like everybody, I've seen nerds in high school snap after reaching their limit. Yeah, that's cool, but that's not your regular. He ain't no tough. And I'm not saying that that's how he has to be like that in particular, but that's not his regular. Come on, yeah. There's people trying to convince me that there's people.
Josh Hart is
when he Jalen Brunson's that guy.
The tough guy.
I'm talking about toughness in the gameplay. Yes, Brunson
Jalen
is that guy.
Brunson is
Brunson, if Karl Anthony Towns was Brunson's
that man
size,
got
he
screamed by
wouldn't.
Embiid and walked
If
to Embiid and said, "Why'd you do that?"
are you?
That man
Embiid
ran
is like
into an
8 feet
Embiid screen
tall.
and went to
What are you talking about?
he went to Embiid, was like, "Why'd you do that? That was a dirty screen." Dogs don't do that. Dogs bite. I mean, what do
Uh
we? And
stop it.
but
I'm
here's
not. We ain't in a boxing league. I'm not saying every altercation got to lead to physical violence.
now we talking
I'm
about
talking
toughness,
about
right?
toughness on the court. I'm talking about toughness on the court gameplay. Yes, Brunson is tough. Do you see what he does in the paint? He's tough. You could be 7 foot. He's going at you in the paint. That's not Karl Anthony Towns. Yes, he will take a center off the dribble at the top of the key, run past him and dunk. But if that same center can handle him in the paint and is in the paint, he's not doing that.
Right.
That's
Fault.
that's what I'm talking about. Randall is doing that.
Yeah.
Randall is doing that.
Yeah, you hadn't been watching Karl
We
Anthony
have
Towns.
no more bullies. We have no bully. We have no bully. We have no basketball playing bully on the team no more. And that was a very big part of what our identity is. That's what I'm
Yeah, Freaky,
saying.
you don't watch
Like,
enough Karl
and
Anthony
I'm not
Towns.
saying it's a bad thing. And I'm not saying it's a bad thing, like, oh, it's going to ruin basketball. I'm just saying I think we're going to have to play differently now. I think that now we're going to be playing a
Freaky,
different brand of
hey,
basketball.
Freaky, how many championships did your tough ass team win? When's the last time your tough ass team won a championship?
They just got here. They just got here.
Nah, bro.
They just got here.
No.
What are you talking about?
No.
How long did it take? How long did it take? How long did it take this same Celtics makeup to win a chip? How long?
Bro, the
How long?
Celtics have been winning championships.
Come on.
Come on, man. Don't do that, bro. Come on,
Stop.
man.
I'm talking about no. Don't do the whole like, oh, they got 16, 17 chips. This group of Celtics players does not have 17 chips. They got one, and that's good. It's beautiful. But as a core, they've been together how long until they got it?
Freaky,
how long until they answer the question, Freezy? How long were they together till they got it?
They can go out there and play in Timbs and work and hard hats, bro. It don't win championships. You need
no. It's part of the championship. It's part of the fabric, bro. It's part of the fabric. That's all I'm saying. It's not something that pops up on a score sheet. It's not on the stats. It's not on the stat sheet, but that makes a difference in competitive sports.
We're tough, and that's why. Okay. That's why the Mets.
What's the identity? What's the identity?
We're tough.
What's the identity? What is our growing identity right now?
You have to have talent to win in this league. You have to have skill,
and we got that.
To win in
we got that. We had that already. Did you believe that this team wasn't a championship contending team before this trade? Stop lying. Come on.
I'm a homer. Bro, you know I'm a homer. Why you going to ask me that?
Stop it. You didn't tell me last year's team was a championship team.
Bro, I've been trying to get you to believe in championships for like 5 years. You wouldn't do it. Leon's got a plan. Remember that?
Yeah. And honestly, for all my grumbling, Leon got a plan. Honestly, I think this is the first move that he made that I have suspect questioning on. It's a very big move. We just traded our only multi-year all-star, 2-time All-NBA cat. Yeah. I've got issues I'm dissecting in the trade.
Y'all can't convince me on this team like toughness, bro. And you know why? Because if the team had won a championship and they had been tough, and then the toughness went away and we did not win championships, then I'd be like, okay, what you're saying is 100% correct, right? But I saw a team with a guy 7'3" shooting threes. I saw a team with a 6'9" power forward taking people off the dribble. I saw a team with a 6'6" super athlete on the wing, right? Dunking
and
on people.
and for
That
and
is
and that's
skill,
that
bro.
is great, and I definitely
And
agree with you.
none of them
There
do.
is some
None of them
there are
do.
some great there's some great offensive performances coming out of him, but the game is two-sided. I've seen great I've seen great offensive performances that end up in an L because the other side of the game isn't isn't as great.
Oh, the last two champs. Who's the tough guy on the last two NBA champs?
What are you talking about?
Right. That's what
Like, yo,
we're
like
talking
the
about.
Celtics got a tough team. They got a tough physical team. What are you talking about? Who's soft? Who's soft?
I love it. I love it.
Who's soft?
I love it.
I'm just saying. You let me know. Maybe I'm missing something. Who's soft on that team?
Nah, bro. I'm not saying Boston is soft.
Who is a major contributor?
Right. But so first of all, for the record, y'all know I was the number one Julius Randle fan. Right. I was defending Randle when people was like, man, maybe he shouldn't have did a thumbs down. And I was like, well, maybe
Yeah,
maybe the people that saw the thumbs down are soft. You know what I'm saying? Like legit, I could be at
yeah.
the store and somebody
Actually,
I seen New York, I seen New
actually,
Yorkers get bumped on the sidewalk and don't say nothing. And that man give a thumbs
yeah.
down and we out here crying.
Those people were soft. Yes,
Bro, come
100%.
on. What are we talking about?
He some people in the damn stadium heckling him. He heckles back, and all of a sudden, all of Knicks. But you know why? It's because those same people never liked him anyway.
They never
I know that there's 70% of the fan base loves this trade because they've been trading Randall every week for like the last ever.
for the last 4 years. They wanted to trade him and Frank
Come
at the
on,
same
what do
time.
you mean? Since he got here.
Yeah, I know.
So I'm not even. So that's neither here nor there. Like, I know Cats is celebrating right now, and that's dope. I'm not even mad at it because like I was glad. Not necessarily, I didn't dislike RJ, but I didn't feel he was right for the team. So I was glad when we made the OG trade.
Right.
But so I understand. I definitely understand from their perspective. They won. They won. They got. But all I'm saying is this is now an unknown. I'm just skeptical. I'm riding. Yo. I want to be wrong.
Right.
This turns out the way that Leon and Tibbs are planning. Yo, I'm with it 100%. I'll go get a Karl Anthony Towns jersey.
Bro.
I'll go get I'll go. Yo, I'm giving it to Game 10. I want to see how he looked.
Bro.
I'll go get I'll go immediately. But he's very expensive. He's very expensive, and production-wise, he's not that much better than Randall.
Karl Anthony Towns is the best offensive center the Knicks have ever had. Period. Right.
Okay.
Period. Right.
I'll agree.
He didn't even
I'll agree.
Based on his resume, he's the best offensive center the Knicks have ever had. Now, mind you, he plays in a different era than all those other centers. Right. He played.
I agree with you.
Right now,
I agree. Offensively, I agree with you.
Now, defensively, he can't. As a complete player, he can't touch Pat Ewing. Him and Pat Ewing can't even be in the same conversation. If we're talking about
complete player. That's a good word. That's a good word.
But here's the thing. Here's the thing, right? Here's the thing. The Knicks have been devoid of that for so long that we don't even know how to receive what we're getting in a Karl Anthony Towns. Right? The Knicks have.
What you mean? Most people love him. Most people love this trade. What are you talking about?
Nah, bro.
Most fans love this trade. It's only a few of us who appreciate Randall that don't really that have feelings about this trade. It's the truth. That's 100% truth.
No. I think it's 50% true. But let me tell you why, though. Right? See, because there's a difference between getting Randall and getting Cat and giving Randall. There were some fans that were so excited for Randall to leave that they would have accepted anything in exchange for Randall. Right? There are some fans that just hate Randall to their core. And for them, nothing, no matter what you do, no matter what you say about Julius Randle, can ever fix that for them. And if that's the way they want to rock, let them rock. I'm a fan of Randle.
I'm just saying, and I am as well. And we're in a minority, my friend.
Understood. Understand.
So that minority, that majority has been calling for Cat.
Right. I think they've been calling for Cat because they've been wanting to get rid of Randall. That's what I think.
But I also think they legitimately like Cat, so that's fine too. I'm not gonna say that like, oh yeah, they wanted to get rid of Randall, but like I think that those people legitimately like Cat as well because they can pick anybody that they want to trade him for.
Can we say there are some that wanted Cat and would have sacrificed Randall? Because I think there are some for legit, and they've been on this show. No matter what you say about Julius, you remember when Julius hit Randall, hit the game winner against Miami? 1 second left on the. Remember Tyler Hero came down and hit the game winner for Miami, and we were down by 2, and they were blaming the game on Randall, even though Jalen Brunson missed the shot before that, and they were blaming Randall.
Dude, Randall been getting blamed for. Randall was getting blamed for RJ playing bad.
Right.
So I know, like I'm not even railing against those guys anymore because I know what it is. It's what's actually even funnier about that whole thing is those same guys that hated Randall, they were part of the Church of Latter-day Franks.
Oh my God. Wait a minute. What you say?
All of them were avid like Frank enthusiasts, and all of a sudden they were, and these cats were willing to wait 8 years, 100 years for Frank to turn into Trevor Ariza. But all of a sudden, when Frank left, when Frank got booted from the island, it became like, it's gonna take us forever to get a chip. We better get the chip with the moves they make. Oh, Randall sucks. Right. There's that. Everybody sucks. But you was a Frank stan.
That was a Frank stan, bro.
Now we got to get a championship, but you was willing to wait forever for Frank to show something. But now
they walking around with ball.
So I don't take them serious.
The Frank is walking around with borrowed t-shirts on. They walking around with Nathan's t-shirts on, talking about they're gonna wait 10 years for Frank. But yo, so the thing about Cat that I want to.
Yo, Cax was calling Frank. Cax was comping Frank to Michael Jordan and Kawhi.
Yo, Frank, you remember the tweet where the dude said, "Yo, I legit will watch Frank do my girl." Remember that? You remember that? Remember the dude tweeted that? Put that in the. Yo,
I could not.
Legit, Freaky.
I will never.
Eyewitness to that.
I will never forget that, yo. And that's when that's really the jumping point when I was like, oh my God, like Cats really got crushes on Frank. My man said, oh, I would let Frank pipe my girl while I watched with pride. That's what this dude said. And the same cats, and the same cats called Randall a scrub.
And they hate Randall. Bro, and they
Randall had his first Randall got his first All-Star, and Catch was talking about trading him. This was during the um um addition by addition by subtraction, the addition by subtraction years. Randall gets his first All-Star, and Catch wanted to trade him for
How much
what's
trade
that
him
dude
when
with
his
the
stock
with
is high? Remember that?
what's that? What you trade high? Oh, trade high.
They were like trade Randall while his stock is high. Oh my goodness, bro. Oh my goodness. Yeah,
The
Cat.
first All-Star we had made on our team in like ever,
Right.
and these cats immediately, yeah, yeah. What's that cat with the dreads they wanted to trade him for? Um,
Jay Crowder?
yo, catch one. He got his first All-Star. They wanted him to trade him for Jay Crowder and cap space.
They wanted to trade Randall for Jay Crowder, bro. Jay Crowder. I mean, that's not even a real life person name, bro. That's like a random internet name, Jay Crowder.
Yeah, yeah. That sounds like somebody made up porn star name. Like, but yo, but these are the people I'm dealing with. So I can't. I can't really. I can't take them seriously. So yes, Randall is gone. That was my guy. Yo, Mitch is the last of my guys. You know what I'm saying? Mitch is the last of my faves.
Bro, this
And
dude got me here crying. He got me crying on the microphone.
And they want to trade him too. Yo, I don't get it. I can't, and I don't, and I just. So yeah, putting 1-on-1 to makes two. I'm not trying to convince those people. I'm not trying to even. I'm not even talking to them fans. Though they in a fandom world of their own.
Right. Yo, chat. This dude legit got my eyes burning.
Yo,
Jay Crowder is a
yo, catch one. Yo, they really wanted to trade him for a porn star and cat space, yo. And you know what's about to happen.
Oh my God.
You know what's about to happen this season, right? Every time we see them, Randall's gonna be treating Cat like Sabonis.
Bro. You see how he do Anthony Davis, right?
We are lucky, Davis,
right, bro.
We are lucky. We are only going to see them twice this season. They're lucky. We're lucky,
bro.
We're lucky.
Yo,
because Randall's going to have a serious chip on his shoulder and axe to grind. I think his best games of the season are going to be against us.
Wow. I'm gonna read this super chat real quick. I'm gonna get to the super chat just really quick.
Pull it up.
So the art man formerly known as Steve, thank you for the generous contribution. He says Cat is soft. His numbers against the tough guys are still superior. Cat is a different plate of food than Randall, but no matter what though, Knicks eat. Even a soft cat scares the mice away. Bim. Well said. Hey, that was well said. That was original right there.
That was poetic. Was poetic. And I honestly hope you're correct. I honestly hope you're correct. Hand to God. I hope you're correct. I just have misgivings, and I'm gonna need to see it first.
Well, and so when you first said it, I
because playing in the Garden is different. Playing in the Garden is different, and it's gonna be headhunters. Yo, the league, everybody in the league has their best games in the Garden.
Right.
Cats are going to be coming at Karl Anthony Towns like they have never come at Karl Anthony Towns before. And I just, it is very fortunate. It is very fortunate that we got OG and we got McCall and we got Josh Hart, and you know what I'm saying, because those are the guys that Cat is gonna have to lean on. And Mitch, I think it's very stupid that fans want to trade Mitch when honestly he plays his best ball at the 4 with a better center next to him. But whatever. If he's got all those people around him, I'm totally not concerned. But if he's out 5, which technically should be the toughest position on the court, technically, I don't know. And this is not a question of skill because I think he's highly skilled. I think offensively, we're going to be great. But we did lose a creator, and we did lose a self-creator though, and Cat is not that. Good passer though he is, but he does not create his own shot.
See, that's where I wanted to challenge
like
you.
Randall.
I wanted to challenge you with something. Right. And I want to challenge you with some original thought. I don't want to challenge you with all the recycled stuff you've been hearing for about a week. I don't care about that stuff. What I'm challenging you with right now in this moment is what happens when Karl Anthony Towns gets into the Tom Thibodeau Big Man Postgraduate Academy. And for those that don't know what that is, it's when Tom Thibodeau takes a random big and turns them into somebody, right? Y'all know this is true. Y'all know I'm not just making this stuff up on the fly, right? Here's an example. Nerlens Noel was a lottery bust before he signed with the Knicks, right? Tom Thibodeau gets his hands on Nerlens Noel, and all of a sudden, Nerlens Noel is a player, right?
Tibbs is the big man's whisperer.
Yeah, he had Norvel Pelle for 2 days, and Norvel Pelle into the game and got 9 rebounds straight off the street. Straight off the street into an NBA game, that man had a 9-rebound game. The only reason why that man didn't go for 15 rebounds is because he jammed 4 fingers on one play. Remember that, Freaky? Remember that? When his hands was looking like SpongeBob? Remember that?
Like gloves? Yeah.
That man fingers was pointing in 19 different directions. Bro, that man took the Los Angeles Clippers backup 3rd-string center and turned him into Isaiah Hartenstein, and that man wound up getting $30 million a year. Right?
Oh, Tibbs gets people paid.
Right.
You play for Tibbs and he's playing you.
Right.
He's getting you paid. But here's another. And Karl Anthony Towns had his best. Actually, like Tibbs had him playing at his best.
Yes,
definitely. And then he complained about it being too tough and got him fired.
Right, because he was a young, immature human being. But what people don't know, I watched the Club Shay Shay interview a while ago where he was what people don't know is that Karl Anthony Towns actually has a relationship with Tom Thibodeau. But not now and not back then. Karl Anthony Towns and Tom Thibodeau actually talked the entire time throughout his career, and Cat himself admitted to being a young adult, a young NBA athlete with a ton of money, thinking the world, all of this stuff that young people talk about. But when you become a man, bro, when you mature, you become a different person, right? But the postgraduate thing with Tom Thibodeau is a real, because nobody can tell me that Jericho Sims is an NBA player, bro. Jericho Sims at center. Anywhere
but
else.
you just told me that Tibbs can if he's focused on a random center, right? You literally just said that,
right?
So it's Sims' time.
But that was a big
I and Mitch was here. Sims wasn't going to get the attention.
Right.
It's Sims' time now.
But that was the point that I'm getting at. What I'm saying is any other place, I don't even know if Sim stays in the league, but Tom Thibodeau turned him into a valuable big man. Is basically what I'm saying. So if you can imagine, I'll give another example. Josh Hart. Josh Hart was a bench wing on three different losing organizations, and he gets here.
No. He was
And now
starting. He was
he didn't
starting
start.
on
No,
the he was
he didn't
start
start for the Lakers. He didn't start for the
not
Pelicans.
the Lake not the Lakers. He did
He
start for
started in
the not the
Portland.
Pelicans. He
He started,
started in Portland.
he
He
started in
started.
Portland
He was a
when they had
starter.
7 people hurt. Yeah,
That's where we got him from. But
yeah,
that's where we got him from.
yeah. I
We
understand
didn't,
that.
and I actually wanted Josh Hart even in the draft. And we took what's the other cat that really like he had a nice jumper. He played defense, but I don't know what happened to this guy. Um he went right after him too, and he's the one I wanted. Why can't I remember his name?
What do you look like?
Right before the Frank era, like the shooting guard. Start with a D, I
D'Angelo
believe.
Russell,
No, we didn't draft D'Angelo Russell, second round pick.
Damian Dotson.
Damian Dotson.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
That I wanted him, and we took Damian Dotson. But like, he's never gotten traded just to get rid of him. He's always been part of a deal, like a package deal to get him a better player. He was never a throwaway player.
Okay, okay.
And honestly, I think a lot of his gameplay and and extra aggression now has to do with the fact that he's playing with his homies.
But my question to you is this: did you see this version of Josh Hart in those other 3 places? No, no,
Nah,
no. So can we give the credit to Tom
no,
Thibodeau?
you saw.
Yes.
I can give the credit to Tom Thibodeau, but like it's still nuanced stuff involved in it. Like he knows how Dante and Brunson play.
Okay.
Like they, there is, and they won twice together, and it's harder to do in a college scenario where all the games are one and done. It's hard to go back to back. It's hard to win back to back.
Right.
Those are special types of players.
Yeah. Now I'm not. So my thing is, I'm not saying that Josh Hart is a bad player. What I'm saying is that version of Josh Hart before he got here was one thing, and what he is now is something else. That's the only point that I'm making. I'm not saying
And I think that
that
that's a
he's a bad
combination.
person.
I think it, I'm just saying, I think it's a combination of Tibbs and the fact of who he was playing with.
Right.
That's what I'm saying. I'm not saying it's only Tibbs. That's what I mean to say.
Okay. Okay. Even with that said, what I'm trying to do is give credit to Coach Tibbs developing guys that actually want to be developed. The players that want to be developed were developed. The ones that were thinking more about themselves, they didn't develop here, right?
That's
But
why
the
a cat like Cam got to be shipped out.
yeah,
And quietly, that's why IQ had to be shipped out too. And not that he didn't develop, because he did develop here, but like he wasn't with the ongoing program.
right, right, and so that's the thing. What I'm saying about Cat, like the thing about Carl Anthony Towns is all the stuff that people say are in the cons column, so to speak, about Carl Anthony Towns will be automatically fixed because of this culture that the Knicks have in place, right? All the stuff like Cat don't play defense, right? They look at a game where he gives up 33 points to Joel Embiid. Well, what I would say is, how many points would Isaiah Hartenstein give up to Joel Embiid? And then think about how many points Isaiah Hartenstein would score on Joel Embiid, right? Like how many points would Vucevic give up
I
against
I
Joel
heart and
Embiid?
and Embiid and we saw this already. iHeart and Embiid aren't a good matchup.
No,
It's not a
no,
good matchup for iHeart.
no. We're talking about a
It is
generational
for,
big and a former league
but it
MVP.
is, but it is for Mitch though.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, and in that game with Mitch, Joel Embiid had, I think what's the game that we blew out Philly? Joel Embiid had like 33 points and 10 rebounds. Is that stopping Joel Embiid? No.
Look,
And for the we might play Joel Embiid 11 times this year. We might. And then there's a chance.
oh well, yeah, including the playoffs. Yeah,
Right. And then there's a chance. We might only see Joel Embiid twice. Right.
if he's health if it's health concern. But I'm gonna
Right.
tell you this. Now that we've actually moved into that, look at Cat's games played over the last 5 seasons. He's no better than Mitch.
Who?
Cat.
No, man.
Availability wise, look at the numbers of games that he's played over the last 5 years. I'm telling you, look at each season and look at how many games he played each season.
Nah, bro. No. People use the average, but Karl Anthony
No
Towns,
averages. Look at every year. Look at every year. That's what I'm saying. Over the last 5 years, each year individually, bro, it's 62 games, it's 52 games, it's 42 games. I'm telling you, he's not. He's not the picture of health that you're ignoring right now.
Okay. No, I got you. So there's a 50 game season. 2021 he played 50 games. 2022 he played 74 games. Last year he played 29 games. He actually played 29 out of 29 and got hurt in game 29, left that game and was out for the season. And then last year he played 62 games. Yeah, the 2021 season, that's not 2021 season, the one we want to count.
That's not the picture of like, oh, like top shelf health. If we're gonna talk about OG being injury prone or Mitch being like literally, that's what do you? Okay, all right, okay.
Nah, but the thing with OG and Anunoby is that's fake news, right? The Toronto Raptors.
Oh, I know that. But when I say that now, what do you mean? No, he was legitimately injured. Like he was injured in their playoff run. He was injured during the playoff run when they got the chip. It was appendicitis. But like, yo, he was injured. He was injured every year.
That was 5
some different
ago.
thing.
That was 5 years ago.
But he's been injured every year. That's what I'm saying. Like that's where cats have crafted this whole injury prone OG narrative from.
Nah, but I'm not. It's freaky. What I'm saying to you is one night, legit, I went through every OG Anunoby injury, right? And I drew the data from Fox Sports / NBA, OG Anunoby, and then I clicked on the injuries tab, right? And OG Anunoby, legit, when you look at it, it'll say slight wrist sprain, and OG Anunoby missed from January to March. And the irony is, that's the same year, that summer, they drafted Scotty Barnes, right? What I'm saying to you is there is more than meets the eye when it comes to teams and how they handle.
Oh, so they were keeping him out, is what you were saying? Okay, come on. Yeah. All right. Now, I mean, if we're gonna do that, okay. So Minnesota was just holding Cat out to get.
No, this don't have anything. This don't have anything to do with Cat. This don't have anything to do with Cat. I'm talking about the OG. The thing about OG Anunoby, in my opinion, is I think OG Anunoby is a very tough NBA player. Right.
So do I. But the narrative that other fans, those same fans that like loving Cat, are say the same thing about OG.
No, I know. What I'm trying to tell you is I am saying a different thing. I don't think you heard me. I'm saying a different thing. I don't think injuries and the way they're managed by organizations are the same, right? Like Cat legit used to play through injuries, and then the compilation of injuries finally set him down. Because when you look at Cat early in his career, he never missed a game, and he always played 34 minutes a night, right? As a durable big man, right? But instead of taking those off nights and all of that stuff, load managed once in a while, like maybe once a month, missed the 5th game of a 5-game road trip. Instead of doing that, he just played the entire time. And then a couple of years ago, it looks like the stuff just caught up to him, right? Last year, he played 62 games, bro. He played 62 games. I mean, and 62 games might not be a lot in some people's mind, right? It might not be a lot in some people's mind, man. But listen, in today's NBA, all the stars take time off. This dude didn't take time off. He got hurt. You do you want to see Cat? Do you want to know Cat is going to miss every 4th game, load management? Like Joel Embiid, like Paul George, like Kawhi Leonard?
Oh, we can't even afford that.
Right.
Not in the situation now in this scenario, we can't even afford that.
Right.
So if that does happen, I'm gonna look at Cat's cross-eyed. Like, this is your king?
Right. What I'll say to you about that is this.
We better get this chip this year, yo. That's all I'm saying.
Man, we gave up Julius Randle, Dante DiVincenzo, Keita Bates-Diop, Dwayne Washington, Charlie Brown, DeQuan Jeffries.
A first round pick, and 2 second-round picks. Yes.
Right. The first round pick from, I forget who it is. I think it's Detroit or whatever.
Detroit.
Yeah.
First round pick from Detroit and 2 second-round picks.
Right. And the way that it's looked, I'm sorry. Oh, was it Washington? I think it might have been Washington's first round pick. If it's like a tie.
It was Detroit. It was Detroit.
Okay. He won it. Both of them trash. But what I'm saying, ultimately, what I'm getting at is Karl Anthony Towns is the rare number 1 pick that lives up to the number 1 pick expectations on a lottery team. The one thing you cannot say about Cat is Cat went to a terrible situation in Minnesota. Terrible, right? Went to a terrible situation in Minnesota, right? They
didn't win. They were trash. Didn't win any, and it didn't get to any playoffs till Tibbs got there.
Right.
Got to the playoffs. Tibbs left. Didn't get to any more playoffs until Ant got there.
Right, and it took them 3 years. 3 years with Ant, because Minnesota was legit terrible. They've always been that way. Right, but free key. Here's one thing. I'm gonna take this. Justo 1-1 brought this.
They weren't always terrible. They were good when Tibbs was there. How come they were terrible? So how come they were terrible after he got Tibbs fired?
He didn't get Tibbs fired. He didn't get Tom Thibodeau fired. That was the Jimmy Butler thing that got Tom Thibodeau fired. Because remember, they traded their 2 franchise players for Jimmy Butler. And then because Jimmy Butler was supposed to be the answer. And then Jimmy Butler gets to Minnesota and then demands a trade. So now
because he was tired of playing. Because he was tired of playing with cats who was soft, like he said, and showed.
Okay. Hey, Free Keith, guess what?
Embarrass them cats.
Hey,
no pun intended.
You know what Boston won a championship with Paul Pierce, right?
Okay.
You know how Paul Pierce won that championship? They pulled off
shooting his ass off.
They pulled off a trade with Minnesota to get Minnesota's franchise player. The Cleveland Cavaliers won a championship with LeBron in them, right? You remember that? You know who was on that roster to help LeBron win that championship? The Minnesota Timberwolves franchise player, Kevin Love. Right? And then when the Knicks but here's the thing, when the Knicks do it, when the Knicks do the same thing, people are like, nah, it'll never work. It'll never work.
Neither one of those guys ever got called soft.
bro. Nah, bro. Nah, bro. Nah. Nah. The Celtics trade for Minnesota's All-Star big man. They win a chip. The Cavaliers
And
trade for the
and
Cavaliers
he
trade
was never
for
called
the
and he was
Timberwolves
never called
big
and he
man,
was never
and
called
they win a
soft.
chip. But when the
You could
Knicks
call
do it,
Paul.
Knicks
You
fans
could call
say
Paul
it'll never
Pierce.
happen.
You could call Paul Pierce corny. You could call him a herb. You could call him what you want to call him, but you can't call him soft. You can't call Kevin Love soft. You can't.
Thank you for Justo 1-1 brought that to our attention, and he deserves all the credit in the world for that. Right? Justo 1-1 is the one that brought up that when the Celtics traded for Minnesota big man, they won a chip. When the Cavs traded for Minnesota big man, they won a chip. But now when the Knicks trade for Minnesota big man, he's soft. We ain't gonna never win nothing.
Bro,
that is legit classic New Rochelle, right? That got New Rochelle written all over it, bro.
Look,
that's
all I'm saying,
right there.
all I'm saying is, y'all know my feelings about Cat. I have spoken about Cat. I've told my feelings about Cat a million times over the last 5 years, and I'm telling you, you know what? My fear is that we're walking into another traumatic Charles Smith moment, and we're walking to it with open eyes. That's what I feel.
Yeah, I don't even know. Yeah. Somebody said that somewhere, and it grew legs and ran, but only real Knicks fans remember the contribution Charles Smith had on the Knicks.
No, he had great contributions, and I think Karl Anthony Towns will have great contributions. But when we get into the playoffs and it's a tight, and those tight moments happen where it's not about skill, it's about will, and that is what I question. Being under the court, having the ball in your hand, having to do nothing but go up to the rim, and not being able to muscle it up because the two short dudes that's in front of you is manning you down. That's what I'm talking about. Those are the moments that I'm talking about.
Free Keith, how many All-Star teams did Charles Smith make? None.
See,
how many times was Charles Smith a franchise player? None.
What you're trying to do right now is equate skill. He is very much more skilled than Charles Smith. Yes, I'm not talking about. He's a better player than Charles Smith. Yes, right. I agree, 100%. What I am saying is that the measure of the heart of a man, there are moments where that skill doesn't matter, and it's will that you need.
Okay,
it's will that you need.
I'm gonna click on a random person name. Oh, okay. The art man formerly known as Steve. The art man formerly known as Steve. Please explain to me how you can measure a man's heart. Can somebody in the chat just tell me how you can measure a man? What beats inside a man's chest? Somebody explain that to me. If you somebody explain that to me where I can understand, then I'd appreciate
it. Yes, we've never seen him in this position, and that's what I'm saying is my concern. Don't you get that? I'm not saying any of this stuff is going to happen. I am using historical evidence and saying that this is what my concern is. Yes, we have not seen, we haven't seen, Randall in the playoffs, this, that, and the, but we haven't seen with this squad a healthy Randall in the playoffs.
Benny, come here, Benny. Free Keith need a dog.
And y'all act like Randall has played in 100 playoffs. Bro, it's been 3 playoffs, and 2 of them has been with him injured.
I'm not putting Randall in the conversation, bro. You know.
No, I'm addressing some of the stuff I'm seeing in the chat.
Okay. Yeah, man. Yeah, free. Hey, man, I never thought I'd see the day where you legit be on yo Chicken Little. The sky is falling. The
The
sky
sky
is
is not
falling.
falling.
The
We are
sky is
having a
falling, dog.
conversation. We
You
are
said
having a
what if?
conversation about. I am having a conversation about concerns, about my concerns. I'm not saying I'm hoping that this is not a. I'm hoping that this is not accurate. I'm hoping that it's not accurate. I'm honestly, like, I'm a Knicks fan. I am a Knicks fan. I'm a
Right.
and honestly, I'm a positive Knicks fan.
Yep.
So this
Yep.
is what I'm saying. And when have you known me to not be such?
No, you are not a
So
borderline.
understand. So when I bring up concerns, it's not because, like, oh, I'm down on the team or this, that, and the other. Like, yeah, like, listen to me. I'm normally a positive fan. Like, this is just a concern.
Okay. So this is where I am um I'm lost, right? When the Knicks trade for a player, we assume that he's gonna fit in great. Like when we traded for OG and Anobi, we were like, oh yeah, man, OG and Anobi is gonna come here and fit right in.
Yo, you know
When
what?
we
At
traded
least
for Mikal Bridges,
Anthony D. Anthony D, I love you. Thank you. Cats act like oh, you just hating because you love Randall. I've been saying this about Cat for 5 years.
yeah, I never said that though.
I've been saying this. Like, Cats is acting like this is out of the blue because I'm a Randall stan. No, I've been like, if we're gonna
I
trade Randall, cool. We're gonna trade Randall. I like the guy, but if he goes, I'd like it to be for somebody I like better. And like, Cat is literally the star in the league that I have the least faith in.
okay, okay, okay. I got you, bro. I got you. I feel you. I feel you. I just can't believe what I'm hearing though. I just legit. I would never thought I would see the day when Freaky thinks the sky is falling.
I do not think the
I got.
sky
I
is
got. I got.
falling.
I got to
I
text you that
I
right
do
now, bro.
I do not think the sky is falling. I have a concern. Like, that's like, as soon as the season starts, I'm riding.
Okay.
Period. This is us talking right now. You know what? You know what the beauty. The bad part about off-season trades is that you got to wait. You got to wait for the season start.
Right.
You got to wait for the season to start.
Right. Right.
Wait,
No.
hold on.
No doubt. No doubt. I'm with you. I'm with you. I just can't believe that you think Cat is soft part.
Okay.
That's the
We'll
part that.
see. We,
That's
we, you know what? We'll see. I wish this was like a mid-season trade, like how the OG trade was, so we could immediately see the effects as we're conversing. But like, this is my concerns. They could they could easily be trash, as we see when the games start. But this is me talking about my concerns, my years-long concerns about Cat.
right. And I respect that, bro. I respect that. The part that I wanted to just mention for the record is that the things that we say about Carl Anthony Towns and the things that he
Toughness has yo Art. I love you, man. I love you, bro. Yeah, yeah. But that's a silly comparison. Toughness has nothing to do with shooting. It's tough that John Starks shot. It's tough that John Starks kept shooting after not hitting.
right.
Do you know how hard that's tough? Most times, Josh Hart will miss two or three threes and not try one again for the whole game.
Yeah, but that's Josh Hart though, bro.
No,
That,
no, no, because Art making a comment. He's making a comment that, like, Starks was tough, Starks was tough, and then went 3 for 18. And toughness is not about missing shots or making shots. That's not toughness. That's not what I'm talking about. We know Starks was a shooter and he missed his shots.
Okay.
That's not toughness. Are you going? I would never say Starks is soft, and or I would never say Cat is soft for going 3 for 18. That's ridiculous.
So the art man, formerly known as Steve, thank you for the generous contribution. He says, you know who had heart and was tough on the Knicks, and we relied on him to show that. The heart and toughness made John Starks go 3 for 18. Right, that's the original comment, man. Thank you for the generous contribution, man. We appreciate that. We definitely appreciate.
What was Pat Riley? What was Pat Riley continuing to tell Starks to do?
Keep shooting, and we need your defense.
And he gave the defense,
and the defense, and everything else was there. The shot just wasn't.
And he just had a cold night. That's not softness, or that's not toughness or softness. He was missing shots.
Yeah, and they were not. And
that sounds ridiculous. That's a ridiculous simile to make.
No.
I wouldn't even say that about Cat. If he was just missing shots like that, I'm not gonna fix myself and say, oh, he's soft for missing shots. That's dumb.
So my thing is the thing is that I wanted to mention to you is I think some of.
But if you wait, hold on, real quick before you go into it. But here's the thing that I'm talking about with Charles Smith.
Oh my God! Come on.
If you 6'10" and you under the rim and you got two guys who are 6'6", and you can't get up above them.
Yeah, both of them was.
You can't.
Scottie Pippen and Horace Grant.
No, and Jordan. It was Jordan and Scottie Pippen.
Jordan was raking Jordan was raking, trying to steal the ball.
Oh, he was definitely getting fouled, but you're not getting a foul call in.
Right.
You got to lift your arms up. You at the rim. You don't even have to jump. That's what I'm talking about. That's toughness. That's the toughness I'm talking about.
But Free Keep. So here's the thing. This is the same thing I tell Anthony D, because Anthony D is also stuck in Groundhog Day, right? The thing is, if we'd have won the championship in '99, would you be talking about Charles Smith right now?
Gee, I'm hollering because that's what I do.
No, so so the thing is, if the Knicks had won a championship during the Melo years, we wouldn't even be talking about Charles Smith right now, right? If we'd have won a championship in the Marbury years, we wouldn't even be saying Charles Smith's name, bro.
Yeah, you're 100% right. And that's where the trauma is.
Right.
You don't get me? You don't understand me?
Nah, I understand it. I just deal with it in a different way.
Your hood gonna have to get over it. Yeah, we bringing Brooklyn back. That gentrified nonsense in Brooklyn.
Yeah. Yo, it's not Fort Greene no more. It's Dumbo. That's what you're saying?
Dumbo.
It's not Fort Greene no more, is what you said. But the thing is with Free Keith, you have intruders in your camp and don't know it. Right? So you have intruders in your camp and don't know it. What it is when some of y'all are saying lack of toughness or soft, others equate. So basically some equate finesse with soft, right? And then others equate mannerisms with soft, right? And then others equate lack of stepping up in big moments as soft, right? Now, you may be one of those three, but when people hear the word soft, they see all of y'all. We think all of y'all are together, right? Like legit, you can't call Sam Perkins soft, even though he was a finesse big. He wasn't soft. He was just a big with handle, a smooth lefty that could shoot.
Again, these are not things that I said. You're right. Those are three camps of people who think something is soft or hard, whatever.
Right.
Look, I am not talking about missing shots. I am not talking about him being a finesse player. You could be a finesse player and still be tough. I don't like to me, I looked at I looked at what Jay Crossover, finesse player, but he was tough.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I don't equate finesse with softness.
Right.
It's not about your actual gameplay. Like, yeah, you could hit shots, you could score, but like if people now like keying in on you and somebody your size can stop you from getting your man on, that's soft.
You remember a young Marcus Camby? Remember the young bouncy Marcus Camby? Right?
Mm-hmm.
A young bouncy Marcus Camby. When he was in Toronto, they called that man soft. They called him soft.
And they learned his lesson, but he was young.
But
he proved that he wasn't.
Right.
He proved he wasn't. But he proved he wasn't soft. Cat
you know when he got he got
Cat ain't young, and people still calling him soft. Other players are calling him soft. Like
when he came to New York, bro.
I'm looking at.
You remember Tyson Chandler?
Interview.
Remember young Tyson Chandler? Young Tyson Chandler in New Orleans? People thought Tyson Chandler was soft, bro.
I don't know who called him soft.
Yeah,
I certainly did.
Here. The word
I certainly didn't. I didn't, and I did not.
Capital.
I didn't call him soft, and I did not know him to be such.
That dude was, man. Listen, that dude was SOF capital soft.
He was just soft spoken.
No,
I didn't think there was anything soft about his gameplay. He did what a big man. He did what a big man's supposed to do. He played defense, pulled down massive rebounds.
When that was New York. After he got to New York, man, that dude, man, Tyson Chandler. You talking about 6 rebounds a game? Come on, bro. All I'm saying, I feel you. I feel you, and I appreciate your passion, and I appreciate the passion from the chat. I appreciate the fact that y'all are engaged.
Yeah, this a good one. Yeah, I'm fucking with the chat today. Yeah, I'm on y'all tonight.
Yeah, he on y'all. That man on y'all neck. Get ready. He on your neck. Yeah.
Yo, put up Arts. You out? Put up Arts super chat.
Oh,
yeah, I'm traumatized. Yeah, I'm traumatized. That was the closest I came to a chip in my lifetime. Yes, I'm traumatized.
Right. So the art man, formerly known as Steve, thank you for the generous contribution. He says, Keith Trauma got him Cat Hart. If someone
I said nothing about his mannerisms.
The person is not.
It was nothing about his mannerisms.
That needs to be done for the team to win, and I agree with it. I think the Minnesota, the Cat didn't.
Freezy, don't lie on me. Don't lie on me. I didn't say anything about how he talked, being soft. I didn't say anything about his mannerisms.
Well,
being soft. I didn't say that. I'm talking about everything I see on the court. I'm not talking about none of I don't care about his voice. I don't care about his voice.
National TV, y'all.
Yeah, because that's what you're doing.
No,
I'm not. I didn't say anything about his mannerisms. I didn't, but you alluded to it before. I didn't say anything about his mannerisms.
You yelling, you hollering.
His mannerisms.
I said there were 3 different things, and you are in one camp. I said
y'all ain't getting me today.
Different soft camps, and they're intruding in your camp. I never said, chat. Do y'all not remember me saying that there were 3 different camps of people soft and free keep?
Bob, it's always a reason to be hot.
Freaky said I called it. I said that man. Nah, bro. Nah, what I'm saying is you are in the lack of
Bob
camp, right?
Bob,
there are other camps though.
I dig it. I can't speak for those camps though. Pooh, let one of them cats come up. My camp. I'm a camp of one. I don't know.
Right,
I don't know
the words. They're using the word lack of toughness.
then you got to talk to them and have them explain what they mean.
Nah,
I'm
I
telling you
gotta
what
keep them
I'm telling
away
you.
from you.
I'm telling you what I mean.
Right. You're right. No, but listen, you only had to tell me once. You told me this like 5 years ago. Why you got to tell me again tonight? You think I be not, first of all, everybody, Free Keith is rock steady. If Free Keith tell me something in 2019, I don't have no reason to think anything different in 2024.
No reason
Right?
at all.
Right? Because Free Keith is rock steady. And he know me. Like when dudes around me be shaky, bro, I cut them off, bro. Free Keith know that. He know that. He know how I am, bro. I can't really deal with flaky. You know what I'm saying? He know I can't deal. I don't have the I'm not as strong a person as others. Like when somebody around me is flaky or shaky like that, or backstab or whatever, I can't mess with him. He know that, right? He knew that from jump. I just can't deal. That's why I rock with Free Keith and others, right?
You see, Terry Cox, very reasonable. This is a very reasonable, understanding comment right here. You wanted me to love Frank, Obi, now Cat. I hate none of them, but all got something missing from their game. That's all I'm saying. That's all I'm saying.
Bronx Kicks for Life. Thank you for the generous contribution. Bronx Kicks for Life says, when we win this chip, all this will be forgotten. Bim.
No, it'll be, look, honestly, it's gonna be, for me, on my part, it'll be forgotten before we get a chip. His gameplay, like, yo, give me the first 15 to 20 games and I'm good. And you know what I'm saying? He rocks out and he's as good and fits as you guys say. I have no
You say
problem at
you're
all.
reasonable, and why you got to keep saying
I have no problem at all being wrong, and I will say such. When I was wrong about Randall that year that we bombed, what did I do? Invited all of them cats on the show, Steak, all them cats to get at me who I was getting at the whole season about Randall.
Bro.
Because I was wrong.
We know
if
reasonable, bro.
Yo, Eastside Blue, yo, shut the fuck up. You shut the fuck up. You don't tell me shut up. You get your own show, you shut up.
East Root Jules, my guy, bro. Yo, everything Knicks, thank you for the generous contribution. Everything Nick says, Carl Anthony Towns scored 30 or more 100 times in this league. We're about to win multiple chips like Steph, Bim, and the art man, formerly known as Steve, says, minus Cat from the Wolves and add a tough guy with heart. They don't even make the playoffs. Last year, Cat is a needle mover. Trust Leon process. Bim. So he saying due to wait,
that last part is
right.
Actually the part that gives me solace because I do trust Leon's process.
Right. Nah, no doubt. The Knicks are on the way for sure. The Knicks
Real King, good.
The Knicks are on the way.
Good looking Real King.
Yeah, the Knicks are definitely on the way. We just may look different doing it. That's all. That's what I'm saying.
See, you end up coming around to my point anyway. And that's the funny thing. Y'all argue with me and still come around to my point. That's what I was saying. Like, we're about to be a different team. I don't know this team. And that's what gives me concern.
Or maybe we agreed in the beginning, right? Maybe we agreed in the beginning and just didn't know how to be agreeable. That's part of it.
Okay, maybe. Or maybe your assumptions of what I'm saying this just triggered something totally different, and you're not listening to the actual words that I'm saying.
No, that part is false.
Yo,
I have to listen to you to be on the panel with you, bro.
Yo, R.I.P. John. Yo, R.I.P. John Amos. Real quick, that dude. Good Times was very heavy in my life, yo. R.I.P. to that brother.
Yeah, we used to dance in the club to that song. Remember Good Time?
I did not dance in the club to Good Times, but like you're a little bit older than me, so maybe that's what y'all was doing.
Oh, I got something for you, bro.
What you got for me?
That man, see how he call you old? See, that's the college education. That's the college graduates know how to call you old without calling you old. You know what I'm saying? The college graduates know how to call you old without saying it, bro.
But you look good to be your age, though.
Hey man, yeah, man. He got that master's degree. See, that master's degree is at work. That master's degree is at work. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. So we're gonna do the Knicks at Night podcast tonight, starting at 10. So we're gonna do that. The Knicks morning drive in the morning at 7:45. We're gonna have that. But listen, y'all, I gotta do the Knicks at Night podcast at 10 to space these things out, man, so that I can kind of get some rest and plan and get all the shows together. Freaky, if you guys anything to say before we get out of here, bro?
Man, nah, I had fun tonight, yo. Leah, I love the chat tonight. I was really messing with y'all. Like, yo, good show. Good show.
Yeah,
good
man.
show, yo.
Appreciate this.
I hope y'all all have a blessed night. And for real, I'm not pouring no ice water on the season. I think we're gonna have a good season. This is my only concern. That's it. And it's just a concern.
Right. So,
Anthony D. Okay, yeah, I might pull up.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so it's gonna be in about an hour, and we'll probably rock for about an hour and a half or so that we can bed down, get some rest for the next day. So thank you everybody for coming through. Knicks Freestyle in the place to be. For all the people that love Cat, this is what it sounds like when doves cry. Peace, y'all.